Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Hickle Picks with another edition of MLB's Best Player Props. So before we get into today's episode, first session, please like, share, subscribe. Excuse me, if this is your first time seeing my channel. Let's talk about yesterday's end of the NBA. Well, we went 2-1. I don't really like to ban players, but this year, D-Lo, he's officially banned. I'm not going to mess with that guy anymore, to be honest. I mean, it's just like he's not trying to any assist whatsoever. I mean, the Rui Hachimura free pick did hit. And then the Herbert Jones, which was, man, that was all my bad yesterday. I should have went with his rebounds. I should have known. I should have just, because both of these guys yesterday, they act like hot potato with that basketball. He couldn't get it out of their hand fast enough to shoot it. And like I said, I watched the games, so that way I can get a somewhat what happened, what went wrong, or maybe store it in the brain. So from next pick, if I do choose to use them again, and it's crazy, guys, because these guys were not trying to assist. Herbert Jones, I could expect a little bit out of him, but D'Lo, man, that's crazy. He's averaged 7, 8, 6 assists a game. He was not trying to pass the ball at all. I don't know if it's a lesser role that he's. I'm not going to say a lesser role, but maybe it's because LeBron James took early over on assists. I think LeBron ended up with 17 assists. I want to say he had like 8, 9 assists in the first quarter. It's crazy, guys. I was thinking about using LeBron, but man, I don't know what it is. Sometimes my gut tells me to use him, and then you think, it's playoff. He's gonna score, D'Lo. But I guess sometimes you do have to use your gut. But anyway, that being said, guys, we went 1-2. It's not how I wanted to finish, but hey, it was the last game of the season. You never know what's gonna happen. So let's get into. I was gonna put up some esports today, but I went to go look, and let me bring it up. Let me bring them up on here. I'll bring it up. What I used actually last night. I should have probably last night, maybe. Okay, guys, here we go. This is what I used last night for esports, real quick. I used Roop at less than 16.5, 1 map in kills. And I used Samey 27.5 map, 1, 2 kills. And I used Avid at 27.0 map, 1, 2 kills. I used both of these on the over, and I used the 1 map, 1 kills on the under. So before we get into these, I'm going to take you over to what they have actually on the board right now with these guys. Okay, so we'll start off with the first guy I chose, which is, I guess it's Roop. So they bumped him down to 6 kills, which that looks pretty good for me. I did take him on the under with 6.5 map 1 kill, so that's looking pretty good if they juiced him down a little bit. So, can't complain. I did choose him. So I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to start putting in a video in at night, because I have been doing pretty good on esports lately. I think this week I've gone, I'm going to say through the whole week I went 15 and 3. I think I want to say I went 15 and 3 or 15 and 5. Not quite. 15 and 4 is what I went. 15 and 4. 15 and 4 is what I've gone. That's what I went all last week. Like I said, I don't really, esports is kind of hard. Like I say, I mean, it's you try to use daily grind fat as much as you can, or whatever. That's the only one I really use with that. And it's like we'll go to the We'll go to the daily grind. Maybe we could pick up a knee pick real quick. Just one at least. Unless you want to go with this one. I don't know. Let me see what his favorite. How about that? We'll go check out the juice and we'll see. We'll see what they have as far as that. So we'll go to here. Let's go. Wow. Let's see what we have. Looks like there's. Let me see if I can. Wow, it's not even bringing nothing up, guys. Let me see. Let me clear this all. Maybe that's probably why. Shit, there we go. All right, here we go. Now, back to what I was saying. If you want to get an E pick in, let me see what we can go with. Yeah, like I said earlier, I used do have a loop on here, and I used Avid. So we'll see what they're juiced at and how they're looking. They have him at the top of the odds, highest percentage for odds to hit. Owner, LO, from League of Legends. They got him at over 4 map 1 kills. They got him over here. I want to say that's player something. Parlay play. You got him at a 4.5. Juice pretty good at 157 if you want to hit him. He's at 54% to hit on the overs. None of them it's really green right now at all. But I tend to go with the guys that have a kind of a bigger window to hit or go over that the other bookmakers are showing. Like if I had to pick one out of here, to be honest with you, I do like this one right here. I like Avid. He's got map because I did use him on map 1-2 kills. These are map 1-2 headshots. They got him at 12.5, but he's juiced on the over for underdog to go over that by at least 2 kills. That's no 1.5, And they have him juiced pretty high at 148. So that looks pretty good. And then, this DeHace is not pretty bad. I mean, it's under 4. They got him on parlay. Parlay play at 3.5. They got him juiced at 157 on daily grinds. Got him. I mean, I'll probably stay away, like I say, from owner. I mean, a point and a half. It's kind of iffy. I mean, might push on this one it being a 4. So even on the shake, you could use the shade, I guess, the haste on this one. I mean, they got him going on the under parlay. He's got him at 3.5. He's juiced. You could go with the haste on this if you wanted to. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? you get a push on that, which is not too bad sometimes. Push isn't bad, guys. So if you wanted to use this one, I would try to use it. And then I would probably come down to Avid. I would use his map 1-2 headshots because they have him at 12.5 and they got him at 54%. And they got him right here on underdog. And they got him to go over at least by 1.5. So you can look at those two if you want to put those in one, or if you just need one. I mean, if you want to get some esports in there, those are the two that I would recommend. I mean, or you could use, like I said, you could use the ones I used previously, but they already bumped them, so I don't know how comfortable you would feel with that. Because I used Roop right here. This is the one I used originally. I took him, but last night they had him at 6.5. But they have him on the juice. They have him, and it was on the under, but they have him here at 5.5. And there's a 53% chance to hit under and hit right at 5. And I got him juiced at 154 in the minus. So, I mean, I felt comfortable yesterday at 6. That if he did hit 6 at least, that I'd be, at least I hit by the 0.5. So that's totally on you. If you feel comfortable with that, I wouldn't do that. Like I say, I mean, I like to have a little cushion that's showing me. So, I mean, if you want to use the haste and Avid's map 1-2 headshots, they're giving you a little cushion there. So, if you want, like I said, these are the esports picks I could recommend to you right now. We could go to, let me see, what else did they use? I tell you, let me see where he ranks. If he's even on here anymore. Let me pull up his name real quick. Okay. Yes, now it was Sammy right here, and they bumped it up a whole point. I took him at 27.5 map 1-2 kills, and it's at Ridge Railroad Red. So there's not much cushion. Before I had 2 points cushion, now it's only 1 point. It's still at 52. Like I said, if you're gonna use anybody, I would probably go. I would definitely go with those first 2 picks that I gave you. You can use the haste. Well, it looks like the owner actually the haste is up higher now than the owner. So that means it's the percentage is getting better. So if you want to use one, here's the haste. You can use map 1 kills and with 4, and you can go under that. And then, like I say, if you want to pair him up with Avid, you could pair him up. But if not, if you just want to use one, you can use either one of these. And on this, the haste, they got it under, so you have a half a point cushion on this. Well, guys, like I said, I think I'm gonna start doing 2 videos, one with esports. I can really get into it, break it down for you, and then I'm gonna do an MLB. I might just do both at the same time. So let's get into baseball. All right, guys. And my picks for baseball today, we went with. Let me bring up the screen real quick, and I'll show you. I already plugged them in last night, though. Yes, and here's the play I was telling you about that I picked last night. I went with Root. So see how they have him at 6.5. Now they bumped him down to 6.0. So and then I went with Sammy. They bumped him up. So I kind of went in the right direction as far as where I was going because they also bumped up Abbott up to 28. So kind of went in the right direction is the way it's leaning for right now. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, and with baseball, let me see. I went with these are the 4 guys that I took today. Yes, and bring it up right here real quick. And first pick, we're going to go with Aaron Judge, and we're going to go with total basis. So we'll bring him up right here. And, man, he's been killing it, basically. With the exception of this one game on April 10th, I'm not sure if he played or not. Other than that, I mean, the other 5, he's been getting there. I mean, last game, 4-0. Shoot. In a 3-game series against Cleveland, man, he killed them. Let me bring it up. Let me see what we got on daily grind as far as that goes. And bring up baseball real quick. We'll bring up Aaron Judge and we'll see what the data tells us. And I would let you know why I chose Aaron Judge. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of green out here today. A lot of this is fantasy, so I don't do player fantasy as much. All right, let's go and look for Mr. Judge. Aaron Judge, where you at, buddy? Let's see. And we took his total bases, so and they juiced him down from last night. Who's he pitching again? Wow. You know what? Let me bring up this. A lot of times, let me see what Outliers telling me today. Yesterday, every day had him over. Maybe overnight it might have changed. Who knows? You know, it's a good thing, right? But hey, we're gonna check him out here on Outlier. You know, I like Outlier. Outlier's good too. Sometimes, man, I mean, okay. Mr. Aaron Judge, here we are. And we did his total basis. See, on here they have them just to go over. I think that's why I like using outline a little bit better. It gives you a little bit more insight. Helps, as far as what you want to pick. Daily Grind Fantasy, I'll be honest, I use that more for my e-picks. E-picks, it tends to, like my other sports. I don't know, I get a better feel on Outlier. Lets me know a lot, different things. Like here's a perfect example. His last 10 games. I mean, he's gone 6 over the last 4, Last 5, I mean, look at that. He's only not one. I don't even know if he played, like I said. Oh, he did play. He had 5 plate appearances, so it's not bad. I mean, he's averaging 5 appearances, so that's so. And he's facing C. Bassett, the pitcher, and he's got a 16-0. That's pretty good, guy. So, but I did, like I said, Let me check on the inside, see what it has to offer. Maybe give me an explanation. Let's see. Juan Carlos. Juan Soto. Yeah, it doesn't bring anything up on him on here. Usually, like. So it's up in the air with that one as far as what they're feeling. They could go either way because it is Aaron Judge. So, not really telling us anything other than hits. Plate appearances is 5. He's averaging about 1 hit a game. Extra base hit. At least 1. So he's getting on base. He's hitting the ball with a good average. And right here, one of his insights it has, he exceeded 1.5 bases in 4 of his last 5 games. He's averaging 3.30 bases per game average. So the data here on Outliers, it's there. It's telling this. So that's why my first pick I'm going with. So on my first pick, I'm going to go with Aaron Judge, and we're taking him with the 1.5 total bases, and we're taking him on the over. So my next pick is going to be my computer. The other one's that I met. Here's where it's usually how I got it. All right, guys. So back to reality. All right. Oh yes. My next pick is going to be Byron Buxton, and I took him on less 0.5 runs. And he's last 5 games, you can see here, he has not gotten it done. He has not gotten on base. I mean, he has scored no runs. except for in Detroit. He scored 1. So he's 1 out of 5. Well, I took him on the under. So we'll bring him on outlier. Hold on, guys. Bear with me on this one. I kind of messed up on my guy right here. I clicked out of my outlier tab on accident. Maybe I need to take a drink of my coffee. So probably would help. Late last night. Late night, guys. Late night. You know how it goes. I had to get up early, take my son to school this morning. My wife had to be in early. So, yes, we'll go to the outlier. We'll out his little. We'll bring him up real quick. Do the MLB. Buxton. There we go. Bringing up Byron Buxton. All right, guys, and we took his. Let me see his run total. Yes, like I say, the last 10 he's only scored 1 run. So that's he's at 2-8, 2-8 scoring runs. And on here they have him actually. They have him chosen as to go in the over. It's actually juiced the wrong. He actually juiced the other way for wanting to go over. It's kind of it's iffy, you know. But I'm gonna go with what he's done. I mean, he had obviously he has no back to. He hasn't gone back to back and scored runs at all. So let me see the matchup. The guy we're facing. See Irvin, left-hand pitcher. The pitcher's not that good. See, that's why. Maybe. Guess the pitcher's 1-4. He's giving up 4.4 earned runs. He's pitched 77 innings, strikeouts per 9. So he's not even striking you out. Let's go with his deal. Well, against the Detroit game, he only had 2 plate appearances. So he's averaged around 3.8. See, total bases so far since 6 total bases. See, any stolen bases, no walks. So he has faced this guy before. He had 6 plate appearances against him. He had like 1 hit. 1 hit against this guy, 6 plate appearances. So the average is looking in his favor. This is why I chose this play right here. So let's get to that. It's locked in. And our next play of the game, next play. Let me see. We're going to go to Wilmer Flores. And on Wilmer, we took his hits, runs, and RBIs. That we took this 1.5. We took him for the under. Doesn't show anything right here about his last play. So let's bring it up on like I said. Let's go with Mr. Wilmer. Where you at, Mr. Flores? There you go. All right, so we have him right here, and he's at the top. That's his first stat line. So it's pretty good. They got him on here. They got him juiced pretty high at the negative 189 to go into the 1.5. So that's looking pretty good. For his last 10 games, he's only gone over one time as far as bases. And that was against the Dodgers. So everything else, one, none, no. So that's looking pretty good right there. He has an average of, the one time we did face him, he did have 4 plate appearances. Everything else, he really didn't bat as much. Except for here, we have 4-4 again. Let's go to a quick insight. Let's see the go to pitcher matchup. So they're up against the PIKKIT, left-handed pitcher. He's got a 75 record, so he's over 500. He's only given up 3.9 runs per inning. He's only pitched 56 innings pitched and 12 strikeouts per 9 innings. So walks plus hits, only giving up 1 walk per hit. Per inning, I mean. So, let's see. Yes, he has failed to exceed this in 8 straight games. We'll go against this matchup against the pitcher today. He's had 4 plate appearances against him. He's averaging around 333. On base percentage is .500, so he's pretty much half and half against them. Total bases is only 1 he's averaging against them. So we're right there under. We'll be safe with the .5. So yes, that's going to be my 3rd pick of the game. It's going to go with Wilmer Flores. Yes, so we're going to go with Wilmer Flores, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We're going to take him on the under. Yes, guys. So the next pick is going to be, we're going to go with his name is going to be Alec Bohm. And we're going to take his total bases, and we're going to take his 1.5 total bases. And we're also taking him on the under. A lot of people don't like unders. I rarely use them in basketball, which is not a good thing, but hey, I do use them. Baseball, unders is not a bad thing. I think so. I mean, especially in baseball, because baseball is a low-scoring sport. Everything about baseball is low. Sometimes the runs at the, unless you go on a streak. But other than that, I mean, under on baseball is not a bad thing. So let's get into why we're picking Mr. Baum. Okay. Mr. Baum. Here we go. Let's get it, Mr. Baum. Where you at, Mr. Baum? Alec Baum. Doesn't work with both computers, so I'm not looking at my phone, and this thing is acting very funny today. Okay, there we go. Let's bring up Mr. Baum on here. So bring up. And we want his total basis. Let me look at that, see what it's telling us. And it's got him going on the over on here. His last 5. Do his last 5 first. And he didn't do so good in his last 5. He's at 30% of his last five. Last 10 actually is 30%. 20% of the last five. And I took him on the basis that his last five. Baseball's a game of streaks, so that's why I took him. And he's rated to right-handed pitcher A Nola. Let's go see what he compares against Mr. Nola. So Alec Baum has failed to exceed 1.5 bases in 5 of his last 6 games at home. So at home, he's only averaging 1 base. Against Mr. Cal Control, who the pitcher is? I don't have any plate appearances against the guy, so. Yeah, I don't have any data against this guy. Maybe it's the first time he's facing this guy. We'll go against right-handed pitchers. He's well, they got this guy for some reason up here. I don't know why they're showing him. But yes, guys, that's the. He said he averages about 42 plate appearances, 0.8 hits, and 0.2 extra bases. So that's why I took this. I took Alec Boehm on this one. Right here tells it all. I mean, he has. If it wasn't for this one game, his average wouldn't be that high. And even then, his average still at 1.4. Other than that, it'd be at a negative. That'd be right at 1, maybe, or negative 0.8 without this game. And this is the 4th game of the series against Pittsburgh. So, well, actually, that was a 4 game. So it should be the first game of the series, and I like to use guys. They never, especially if they have never faced a pitcher yet, so they don't have the pitcher's tendencies down yet. So I think he'll be okay with this one. So like I said, so those are going to be my 4 picks for MLB. Try to break down as best I can is why I went with those guys. But you don't have to use those guys because I think I did put in another picks, more picks. Let me see. Yeah, I did put in some more. So get over here real quick and bring those up. I'll actually show you all the picks I did today. Actually, I put in some soccer. I put in some hockey. That's what I did. And I put in some tennis. Like I say, I dab a little bit in a bit of everything. Let me give you a little recap. So if you do want to use any of these guys, here are my first 3 E picks. I went with Roop on less than 6.5 map 1 kills. They got him at 6, so I'm thinking he might do. If you want to try to use him, maybe the worst you can do is get a push. And with Samey as well, I took him on the over, so I'm looking at him to hit around 28, probably 29. But if you want to be safe, I probably would go with Roop and Abbott as far as what they're giving me as far as this goes. Because this maybe he would have been at 20. If it wouldn't have been a 0.5, I could have pushed it and used, because they did bump it up 1 point. I might take him. Consider taking him on the deal if I had the opportunity, but I would just probably leave him alone. But that's how I feel about it. You can, it's up to you. Like I said, you can tell me, you don't have to. I make these with the best knowledgeable data that I have. Just like with these. So what I did do with this, I guess this guy already paid. He played at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, I think. So he's playing right now. Well, he's probably still playing. I did take this Jack Draper. I used them 5.5 aces, and I took him on the over. So I do try to get in every sport, tennis, and like I said, I used this one. I actually used Daily Grind Fantasy. Daily Grind Fantasy is good for tennis, which I like. I mean, you can use it on every sport. It's just how the knowledge that you like, I guess, as far as what the knowledge is putting out there and how you like looking at it. Because I don't use it for every sport. I get out. Actually, I use both of them, and I come to an agreement as to what I'm thinking. Maybe can't just use one tool and it's going to be like God or Word if you use it. So I try to use I try to, like I said, use the best of what I got. And sometimes either both of them can be wrong. It's like earlier, one telling you one thing, the other's telling you the other thing. So so I did put in 3 hockey plays. So if you want to tell these, you don't have to. But I use Michael Ma. We'll go from the first one. Luke Evelyn Gista. And I went with his 2.5 shots on goal. We'll bring his up real quick. Why I use that. Mr. Evelyn Gista. And I showed you hockey. It's right there. Alright, let me see if I can't bringing up data, showing a lot of data. These apps do that sometimes, guys. They might need to refresh, but uh, Mr. Evangelista. Here we go, Luke. Yes. Okay, here we go. This is the guy that we did use today. Let me bring back this real quick. Alright. I remember this. Shots on goal. Okay, we used his shots on goal today. They got him going here at 2.5, and they have him going on the over. That's what I did. And his last 5 games, he's gone 5 on the. He's actually crushed it in those last 5. This one game is New York, he went under. And my point, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, the other one, he crushed it. So he's been kind of on the streak. Every other one there on the first 5, I get, he's been kind of close on these. It's the only one he's kind of been 1.5 goes off. Other than that, he's pretty much, right here, these 2 games are 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So he's pretty crushed. He's crushed it pretty much. So that's why I went with Luke Evangelista. I took his shots on goal and I took over 2.5. Now I'm going to ride his little bit of a last 4 games right here. So let's go next. Our next pick. I went with Nikita Kucherov, and I took his less than 2.5 shots on goal. Let me see if they have a one. Defense and Goblins, you're the worst. Clear this up. Let me see, Mr. Nikita Kucherov. The last 5, I'll bring it up on here first. He hasn't really been. He's only out of his last 5. He's only gone over this one time. The other times he's been not even close. So that's why I took him with this. Let's see what the data's telling us. Yes. And this is what the data will be telling us on Mr. Nikita. Mr. Nikita Kucherov. Okay. All right, Mr. Nikita Kucherov on shots on goal. I took under. Did I take his under? Man, I'm not paying attention, guys. I did take his under. All right, Mr. Nikita Kucherov shots on goal. I took his under on this. His last 10, he's only gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 4. So I did take him on the under on that. From his last 5, he's only gone 1 time over that. You put up his minutes on the ice. He's averaging around 21. He's pretty much up and down. And his shots on goal to actual attempts. His actual shots on goal has been 2.4, 4.2 shot attempts. So even, with the exception of the Pittsburgh game, other than that, he hasn't really played too much as far as what he's done. And on his insight, it's letting us, he has failed to exceed 3.5 in the last 7 of his last 9 games at home. So he has been at home. So I did take him on the under on this one. So let's get to my last pick. We went with Michael Matheson, and we took 0.5 his 0.5 assist. And let me see what I took. Bring up some of the knowledge. Michael Matheson. Oh, I took his assist, yes. And we took him on the over. Yes, we took Michael. And as you can tell, his last 5, he's been crushing it. He's got at least 1 assist on his last 5. So we took his. That'll be my last pick of the day. It's going to be Michael Matheson, 0.5 assists, and we took him on the over. Let's put him in the outlier tab and see what it's telling us. Bring him up so he do some. All right, where you at, Mr. Matheson? I think I'm bringing him up. What's going on here? Here he is. Oh yeah, they got him juiced on his last 10. They got him juiced. They don't have him juiced too high, but they have him at a 106 about to go over. And bring up his last 10. He's only gone under 2 times. So he's out of 10 times he's gone over. His last 5, he's at 100%. So they're telling us, he should get this easy. Out of his last 7, last straight 7 games he's gone. He has had at least 1 assist. He's averaging 1.4 assists per game. So everything's there. The data's there. It's showing that he should go. That's why I picked him on this last one. So those are my picks for the NHL. College, like I said, I did throw in some college. What we're talking about, doing some picks. Also threw in my MLB picks. Let me get back here. Let me see what else I did. I'll give you actually what I'll do. I'll show you all the picks I actually made today. Show you all my entries. So here's, like I said, here's some more. I did put on this E, and this one didn't hit. I still have these going on right now. Remember when I told you about the Abbott? I think I did. Well, I took them on the two. They're right here. So here's what I did for my little recap. Here's my hockey. I took Luke Evangelista 2.5 shots on goal. I took him on the over. I took Nikita Kucherov. I took 3.5 shots on goal, and I took him on the under. And Michael Matheson, I went with 0.5 assists, and I took him on the over. So for here, like I said, if you want to throw in a tennis or you need some, I use this Jack Draper. I took him on 5.5 aces. I took him on the over. I don't think you can use this one anymore. This one's already in progress, this match. So my 4 picks for the day for MLB is going to be Aaron Judge, 1.5 total bases. Took him on the over. Brian Buxton, 0.5 runs. I took him on the under. I used Wilmer Flores, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I took him on the under. And then I used Alec Bohm, 1.5 total bases. I took him on the under as well. So, and then like I say, guys, if you want to tell these esports, is the last they bumped them. They bumped them in the right way, so I don't know how that goes. If you want to tell them, you don't have to. I did give you other options. But like I said, I'll be early tonight. I'm gonna start turning in an e-slip, e-slip video, just so I can get them out earlier. So that if you're up, you can put them in while they're still good. Like I said, they rarely bump them. I rarely see them get bumped, but these they got bumped in the right way that I was going. So that's looking good for me. But you never know. You never know, guys. Well, like I say, if this is your first time seeing me or new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. So with that, guys, let me get out of your hair. I need to wake up anyways. As you can tell, even my voice wasn't even trying to be loud. Well, like I say, if you have any questions, you can always email me. My email's in the channel in the beginning with all my info and all that. Excuse me. Or you can drop a line and comment. And I usually go around this time. This is when I make most of my videos. So if you ever want to get on there while I'm live, ask questions, you're more than welcome. Also, I do give out my promos. I use I got Sleeper Fantasy, and it's the Hook'em, all capital. Then I use Chalkboard as well. That's another. I haven't really been promoting that one as much. But on those, you can move the lines up. So if you do want to trail some of these plays, I don't think they do esports. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. But if you want to, if you're not sure, you can go on over to Chalkboard. You can move those lines for your comfortability. And my code on that is Hook'em as well. But the H and the E are the only thing that's uppercase. And then I promote PIKKIT as well. And my promo code on that is all capital. VOLLEY 54510, and it's called PIKKIT. Like I say, it's a nice little tool to have. I mean, it gives you the scores, it gives you insights, it gives you a lot of knowledgeable stuff that you can actually use, and it's free to join. Just use my promo code, and you're also able to get a promo code and give it out to other people, and you can make some money just by people using your promo code for a free app. I like PIKKIT a lot. It gives you plays as well. It gives you slips. It gives you other people's slips that they play. So get on over to PIKKIT. Well, that's it for today's edition of Monday's free player props and picks. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get in there tonight and make me another video. Make a video at night so I can get those plays in, since we've been doing pretty good on the esports. So let me get out of here, let you get your day started. Or if you haven't already, if you already started it, Everybody have a good day. Peace and hook 'em horns, baby. Let's go. Let's win.